You're about to witness sports mastery in the making. The only birdies and eagles you're likely to see are those flying overhead as you're about to watch me suck at mini golf. Hello and welcome to the premiere for the 2019 season of Watch Me Suck at Bowling, where it typically premieres. Masons in Leominster. I think with that fancy new LED sign, I think this place has been sold and will remain as a bowling alley. And I also see that we have a future in which this thing is going to be massively renovated because the parking lot is all screwy because they have laid out the greens here, the carpet. They're getting ready to fix some more stuff, I believe. That's what it looks like. So you know the drill. Let's get situated. Anyway, we always do the local rules. We know that. If the ball leaves the carpet, it must be placed back on the carpet at a place of departure. Penalty 1 stroke. Ball's not to be returned to the tee unless it goes out of bounds at it. In case of one player, it doesn't matter. When the ball against the side borders, and you can move it out 6 inches. Ball hit by another ball doesn't matter. Strictly against the rule to play anywhere except on the carpet. No food and drink. So let's get this train wreck started. I just bowled and it was a train wreck, so we're going to continue the train wreck. Hole number 1, Anthill, par 3. We start here in this nice new carpet. And being that it's new, there's not a lot of foreign matter on it. And we go straight to the hole. Oh, that crunchy sound of stepping on this stuff. Brand new. It's missing the anthill. That means it's no longer a just take the 7. And here's the straight shot to the hole. First putt of the season. Off it goes. It bounces off the wall, bounces off the back wall, sets up fairly nicely for a par shot. Typically, this is too far to make it in a birdie, and it still proves to be the case. Hole number 2, Devil's Bend, par 3. Probably much harder because of the brand new carpet that has a lot of traction. Simply go straight, hit this little 45-degree angle, or ricochet off here pretty hard and hopefully get some ways down here. And that is new carpet, just facing a different way. Goes around this, which is very hard to do. And then it goes right to the hole, right there. Setting up for the first shot, hits the 45 a little too much to the left, not enough power. Second shot, gonna need a lot of power behind this one, and there it goes, around the bend. And very difficult to get a 3 on this one. This is for par, which usually never happens on this hole, and off by a mile. This is for bogey, and not enough power again. Hole number 3, Easy Ride, par 2. Wonder if they didn't put all the things back, or they just decided certain things weren't going to come back. As I mentioned that about the anthill that doesn't have an anthill. Basically, it's a straight shot to the hole. And this time, you notice anything missing? There's no potted plant directly in line with the hole. It's just a clear shot to it. And because the carpet is brand new, it takes a little more effort to get to that. Right there. With the new carpet, the momentum's hard to maintain. First shot a little off to the side, bounces off the back, A little tough for the par shot. This is a difficult par shot. There it goes, and into the hole. Hole number 4, loop-de-loop, par 3. We start here, and we got the infamous loop-de-loop. You can go there, you're safe. You can go there, you're safe. You go there, it's supposed to set you up the best. If you go there, you screwed yourself. Which then you have to bounce off that little wall there, or else you're heading backwards, for which you make this sharp turn. You can tell where the new carpet sections were cut from completely different pieces. I also think they kept some of the relatively newer stuff they put in last year. Anyway, there's the hole. We're aiming for the ramp, and there it goes around the loop. Hits the wall, kind of weak. Set up pretty good. Second shot, a little ways from the hole. And there she goes, pretty close, and set up favorably for a par shot. Going for par, and got it. Pardon the dirt on the lens. I believe the thing's scratched, so that's what the streaks at number 5 is. Hole number 5, narrow bridge, par 2. Sun's also at a bad angle. You gotta go over this narrow bridge. It's not really as hard as it seems because you're literally right up next to it. And all these props look pretty good with their nice new paint job. You simply go over the bridge, and then the momentum from the downhill should help carry you to the hole. First shot, right over the bridge, bounces over it, and off the wall. Set up a little difficult for a par shot here. This is for par. We've done a long one before today, and oh, not this time. Hole number 6, swinging log, par 2. The new carpet makes a difference. You got to hit that thing there or ricochet off this fairly strong. And they didn't redo the swinging log, which I find odd. They've repainted other things. I also see a new obstacle, but we'll get to that in a moment when we get there. Now the wind is blowing this. Actually, I was testing it, and now the carpet is thick enough that this log does make a difference. It will stop a ball. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing it and then head on over and see what happens. Start it swinging. That ought to do. And there's the hole. First shot, it's all setting up for the log and missed. And on top of that, it went out of bounds. 2 shots already. Already at bogey because of the out of bounds incident. Just past the log. Set up for a 2-over. Setting up for a 2-over. And into the hole. Hole number 7, the gap, par 2. See, I did the bowling first so that the sun would set and most of the course will be under. Oh, you can see a new prop there and a new one there. Again, we'll get to those when we get to it. So it'll be much more manageable. Anyway, we start here, and the good thing about the new grass is this time they made sure that there is a seam there, but it is very, very unnoticeable. There was a harsh seam there, and no matter what you did, the ball would just fly off the ramp. So there was no way you could do this unless you were really, really lucky and hit it dead on. You gotta make it over, and then the momentum of your ball will be a little less, being the carpet is new, goes down the ramp, and then hopefully it'll be right at the hole. First shot. Let's see if it does go over the ramp. There it goes, and it does. And it almost makes it to the hole, goes just by it. This is for par. It's a little bumpy. We don't know if we'll do it. And no. Hole number 8, U-turn, par 2. Again, the newer carpet means you got to hit it harder. It simply is that. It goes around in a U shape. And then you head to the hole. Right there. First shot. Got to hit it a little hard. And there it is. And a little long. This is for a very unlikely par. And, oh, over the hole. This is for bogey. And got it. Hole number 9. Short and sweet. Airplane. Par 2. Not so short and sweet anymore. We have this. Again, you got a tiny thing to ricochet off of, or you ricochet off this wall. And all of a sudden, there's a train station in the way, which wasn't a thing. You got this station, and you got 3 ways to go. There, directly under that, which might be an issue, but I think the club's long enough, so it doesn't matter. Or to the left. So this is how they're making up for the anthill no longer being there. Through the station and to the hole. Short and sweet, not anymore. First shot of this par 3. Hit the angle just like you're supposed to, and to the side of the station. That could help. Second shot, going right by the station on the side. Hit a bump. Favorable par shot. This is for par, and ooh, right by it. And for bogey. Well, that was not the best of showings when it comes to the front half. Again, that new carpet does make it a lot harder for the ball to move. Still did okay. Things fell apart a little bit at the Devil's Bend with a +2. And then once we got to hole 5, things went backwards a little bit. Most notably, it went backwards pretty much on the swinging log when we had the 1-stroke penalty added. So far, we are at 8 over par. As you can see, the par value is 22 for the front half, and we are at 30. 8 over. Can we make it up, or is there going to be a train wreck? Usually the latter happens. Let's find out. Halfway home, par 10. Used to be easy, but now it's something else. This used to also be bowling pins when bowling pins used to be here. I believe they had 10 pins and candle pins. It's been ages. I mean, when I was little. You gotta hit that 45 degree again. Or if you hit it hard enough to ricochet off there and bounce, 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 suddenly there's a jail. Again, you gotta be off to the side a little bit. Some of the logic is kind of deceiving as to you're just setting people up to fail with that. Kind of like the railroad station over there. Somehow, through the off-right, far right, or the left, facing the direction as you're coming in, you get to the hole right here. First shot, hits the 45, and hits the jail. Made things a lot tougher. Second shot, underneath the jail, and off to the side. Makeable par shot. Going for par. There's the shot, and not enough. Hole 11, airplane or sidewinder. par 2. Little mismeasurement when they recut the carpet, but it doesn't matter. They've done a very good job. It looks a little weird in spots because, you know, the grain goes like 90 degrees in some spots, and some carpet might have been more darkly dyed than others. It's all brand new. Anyway, you go and you can see the angle. I'm holding the camera straight, the angle that this tilts to. If I hold it straight relative to that, that's the angle you're going at. And then it tilts again. I'm going to try to mimic the angle again, and that's the angle that you're coming in at. And it slowly, I'll hold it at the angle it is at, slowly straightens out till here. And you reach the hole. Again with the new carpet, it's a little hard. Way to the right, bouncing off the walls, very little momentum. The tilt gave it just a little more. This is for par, and it's very difficult. Hooks in and so close, but not quite there. Hole 12, Hotel, par 3, the only one that's named after a new object. This is where the lighthouse was, which was the windmill, which then became vacant, which now becomes hotel a couple of years ago. You got this hotel a little off to the right, but you have that center option. This isn't holding up too bad. Some scuffs. Some completely missing paint, but after a few years, that's going to happen. Once you get by the hotel, it's a short trip, and the camera actually lost focus. Trying to look at the hole. First shot. More than half of the playfield usable, bouncing off the sidewall and the hotel. That's not good. This is a very unfavorable shot. Heavy ricocheting just to get past the hotel. This is for par. And down it goes and off to the left. This is for bogey. And just by the hole. Literally just by it. To think last year, this hole was a hole-in-one. Well, we knew that was never going to happen. Here's our friend Mr. Airplane again, and lucky number 13, the bent arrow, which is a 3-par. You gotta really hit it this time, and I hopefully remember to set the camera a little further back than normal. We start here, and it's one of the only holes, I believe, that still has the starter thing right there, thing that holds the ball. Oh, actually, I don't think they replaced the carpet here. This looks like the old stuff, so maybe you don't have to hit it as hard. Yeah, but there's new carpet along the edges. I don't know why they didn't do that. You gotta go around this corner. Miss Calamity Corner, though. I haven't hit one of those yet. Have been the last couple of years, but then we have a little problem here. They put new carpet in this section, and it's raised. That could be an issue if you're going too fast, trying to head for the hole. Calamity Corner has been an issue for the past couple of years. There it goes. It bounces off the wall, and it goes backwards, and Calamity Corner strikes again. Very tough second shot. There we go. We are on the right side of the hole this time. And set for a difficult par. This is nearly an impossible par shot, and way to the left. Once again, a tough setup just for a bogey. And again, the new carpet robs of power. Hole 14, Wishing Well, featuring one of the original obstacles. Par 2. Well, like I said this morning, or later, my bowling today stunk, so why should this be any different? Anyway, start here, go under the wishing well. If you hit the extreme ends, your ball will catapult towards the center and cross over the other direction. It shouldn't get stuck underneath. There's no reason for it to. It just comes straight out to the hole. First shot, going ever slightly left. There it goes, and ooh, so close to the hole. Now, difficult par. This is for par. There it is, and again, just too little. This is for bogey, and close but no cigar. Hole 15, the runaway, par 3. Anyway, one thing I haven't shown you, and because it's in a really bad spot it's not with any of the rules, 7-stroke limit, which is the only good thing that's happened. We haven't done that. This is all a throwaway pretty much at this point. You go under the airplane. This used to be the toboggan. Little seam there. I take it the underlying foundation's a bit rough, because this is all nice new stuff. Has to be. The camera keeps losing focus. And it's already completely destroyed here. And here's the hole. Can't believe this stuff is already getting wrecked. First shot. It's got to be powerful. And there it is. Bouncing off the walls. And not bad. Somewhat close to the hole. This is for birdie. There it is, and oh, painful. Hole 16, Rocket, par 2. Finally something on par, but like that's gonna matter much. Anyway, mailing it in pretty much. So, same issue except new carpet. Some rough seams. And this wasn't placed exactly in the same spot because this fin was lined perfectly with the hole. The whole thing is put back a little off to the left and a little counterclockwise. But there's the hole right there. And here's a better look at it from up close and personal. And I like that they repainted the rocket. All the nonsense, ironic, political things that were scrawled into it are gone. So it's all nice. There's the hole. This is a tough hole. It usually winds up being a bogey or worse. There's the first shot. Ricocheting off the wall, off the other wall, actually lined up with the hole. It's an unobstructed path, but it's also a blind shot, and off to the left. Hole 17, Cannon, par 3. Another thing named after a new prop. It used to be Thomas the Tank Engine, which used to be just a run-of-the-mill steam engine. Basically, you go up the front. They've aligned the cannon a lot better this time. It's still a hair off to the right. So if you go for the middle, you're going to be a few inches off the center of the hole. Unless you're off just enough that it rocks to the left a little bit. But after you get by the cannon, it's a straight shot to the hole. Right there. First shot. Always a question whether to take it on or go to the side. Chose the latter and it worked out. And the ball, it's somewhat close to the hole already. This is for birdie, and ooh, in and out. Well, that actually was on par. I thought for some reason I was one over, because usually if I'm on par or under, I do the in the rabbit hole effect. Oh well, it's not the first time I missed doing that. Not that it's important. Hole 18, I forget what it's called. It's a par 2. Let's look at the scorecard as we show you where it starts. And it's called Last Chance. And it's basically a straight shot to the hole. If you hug the right, the ball might not go straight. You hug the left, it's gonna ricochet more. You got a tiny drop here to the hole of no return. First shot, down the middle, hooks left, hits the wall, set up for a good par shot. For par. And, ooh, in and out again. Well, that all fell apart on the back end, didn't it? Yeah, we had a couple of bright spots, the Runaway and Cannon. But we definitely fell apart at Hotel, which ironically got a hole-in-one last year on that one. Bent Arrow, Calamity Corner got me again. And the Wishing Well. Again, the new carpet kind of factored in on that. And a lot of one-overs and just a couple of the zeros as mentioned. So as you can see in the grand total, par should be a 45. We are at 63, which makes us 18 over par. And that rates this game as being bad. Let's face it, it just plain stunk. It could be worse. Could have been a lot better too. But it is what it is. With the new carpet making it a lot harder to hit the ball, and coming off of bowling, kind of messes things up. That will wrap up the premiere episode for the 2019 edition of Watch Me Suck at Mini Golf. From Mason's Bowling in Leominster, Massachusetts, this is George F551 saying hope you enjoyed and have a good one.